Bob, I want to go back to 2008. You were not happy with the infrastructure for video streaming. Overall, you were very successful, but you wanted to make a change. What was it you were unhappy about?
Well, we all thought the world was going to change dramatically. We made, a long time ago, a big bet on video. And I think what was changing in 2008 is we thought it was going to start becoming more mobile. And we were not scalable in a way that could take one stream and put it on what now is, between operating systems and screen size and delivery systems, 2,500 different screens. We didn't anticipate 2,500, frankly, but we needed to redo the infrastructure so we could be scalable at an economic basis and put live video anywhere we wanted to, on any screen size, any operating system in the world. And so we kind of had to start all over again. And even in 2008, as near as that seems to us, that was, it was 2 or 3 lifetimes ago in video streaming.
And there are so many devices now that people can watch videos and get information. At the beginning, you sold directly to your fans. Then when these devices came on, you had to have relationships with Apple and Microsoft. How did that change your business model?
It's still, the better you do with customers, the better you do with your third parties. So the fact we have baseball such a popular game and fans want to touch it every day is the biggest arrow we have in our quiver. And the fact that people subscribe and want our content and they're happy to pay a rational, fair price, fair value for fair value, that helps us with Apple. That helps us with Microsoft. That helps us with Android and Google, because we sit there and say there's a lot of demand for this, so please treat us well and help us get to them.
What are the best applications that you were able to incorporate by working with Apple in terms of the amount of business they've helped you generate?
Easily the #1 app we have is At Bat. It's been downloaded in 2012 almost 5.5 million times. And last year, for the full year, it was 3.9 million. So we're running way ahead. More tablets, more iPhones out there, so everything's moving in our direction. But fans love the app. And the most interesting thing about the app, it's a pay app. And the most interesting thing is that people use it every other day. They don't use it every day, and I mean some do, but on average, half of our subscription base opens the app every day. And what we've learned is if you start with great content, and we're biased, and make no mistake, we think baseball is the best content, the most reliable content. No script writers, 15 great stories every day for our baseball games. Mix in a great device, and the smartphones are great devices, certainly the iPhone, but increasingly these Android phones are really getting very good. This new Samsung phone is fabulous. And then add in good user interface, a nice slick thing where people are taking their phone and turning it around. When people are doing that, then you have those 3 ingredients, you have something that can be successful. We've been very lucky, but it starts with great content with baseball.
How has the mix changed, Bob, in terms of people that go directly to BAM to get their content versus people that are getting it from handheld devices?
Yeah, our business, it's interesting. 5 or 6 years ago, when we reported our traffic, we didn't separate it. It was our visitors and uniques were all at MLB.com or RedSox.com or Yankees.com or Mets.com, and that's where it all was. And now, I think in 2012, in terms of page views or impressions, we'll be close to 50-50 mobile, wireless versus wired. And I think in terms of visitors, it'll be almost 40% of the visitors that come to our site or come to the content every day will be on a mobile. And related to that, Mike, frankly, is disaggregating content. We're no longer living in the world where it's a vertical website. It's Yankees.com, so here's the website. You start here, you build up. You start here, you build down. Yankees content is distributed not just by device a lot more than it used to be, but also by sites. We're on Facebook, we've got to be on Twitter, we've got to be on a lot of other sites now. It isn't just come to one site. People touch Yankees content. True IP, the content that the industry owns and the Yankees own, they touch that every day, but not necessarily at Yankees.com. So it's a whole new mentality from an economic point of view too. We make money selling ads, and if the ads, they're not coming to Yankees.com, we have to figure out another way to replace that or supplant that money.
With MLB.TV, your renewal rate is upwards of 85%, which is extraordinarily high. And you've brought some new products on over the last couple of years. Like 2 years ago, I think it was, you gave different camera angles for the playoffs and so forth. Are we going to see more things like that in the future where instead of a whole new product per se, you're going to be having sort of add-ons like camera angles and different sort of improvements with existing technology?
I don't know. There's a side of me, frankly, that worries about creating the no offense, but the dashboard, the Swiss dashboard that has 65 gadgets, 63 of which you ignore. You look at the speedometer, you look at the gas gauge, and that's it. And so we don't want to have so many things that detracts from their ability just to simply watch the game. So if I had to think what we're really going to be focusing on, it's better distribution, getting more subscribers, finding out how we reach more people and getting them into the mix and increasing our numbers. We're up 40% this year, so we're enjoying a very good year. Baseball's enjoying a great year too in every measure, but most important on attendance. And so we're seeing some of that fruit in our business as well. So I think for us, it's trying to get it out on more devices, making sure it works well on more devices, taking care of the glitches. It's still not TV. We still have glitches. There's a lot of handoffs here between various technology partners, and so trying to make that error-free, and also being ready to be flexible. Nobody heard of Facebook or Twitter several years ago, but now we're integrated. So if you want to post to Facebook a clip that you see while you're watching a live game, you can. Or if you want to send out a tweet, you can. And so incorporating whatever's next, we do all that. But for us, it's really take the main business, and if people want to share it, talk to people, that's what we really think we're focusing on now.